Let's talk about the top 10 spices that you need in your kitchen and how to use them. We will start with my most favorite spice of all, which is paprika. You can see paprika is bright red in color. It's actually made from capsicums that have been dried and roasted, and I love its bright red color. It adds a nice color to your meals and also has a sweet and warm flavor. It's great for making beef stew, chicken, lamb, fish, or even when you're cooking your bean stews, you know, your lentils and all that. Add it just after you have cooked your onions and your garlic and your ginger and fry it for a few seconds. It is amazing. I love the color. You can even use it for marinades, for salad dressing. It's amazing. Next, cloves. Cloves come whole like this and they have an earthy sweet flavor. If you add them to your curries or your soups and marinades, they will bring an earthy sweet flavor. And also you can mix them with nutmeg or cinnamon, and they can even be used for baking, you guys. These are really good. I love adding them to my pilaus, my bean stews, my beef stews. They're really, really good. Let's talk about the smoky, earthy cumin. All right. Now, cumin looks like this. They're really tiny seeds, and they also come in a ground form. You can get ground cumin powder, which looks like what? Like that. All right. Cumin is great for all meat dishes and lentils, and also you can just put it in your rice. By the way, if you just fry it a little bit in a bit of oil and put your rice on your water, cumin rice is amazing. And if you mix it with garlic powder, coriander, turmeric, it comes out really, really well. So these are cumin seeds and they are really good for your cooking. Coriander, earthy, peppery, amazing for curries and soups and dry rubs. You know, like if you want to roast some beef or some pork chops, just rub it with some coriander. Great for marinades as well. And it has an amazing, amazing aroma, you guys. Once you fry it with some oil, great. Now let's talk about one of the most popular spices, which is masala. Now masala, the word masala actually means a blend of spices, and there are different types of masala, as I'm sure you are well aware. And here I have, this is tea masala, this is garam masala, and this is pilau masala. So basically what they do is they just take different types of spices that would work with a particular dish. Like pilau masala, the ingredients, basically it just contains some coriander, it contains some paprika, it contains some cinnamon and cardamom, basically. So they've just been mixed together to come up with a nice blend that will go well with pilau. This one, garam masala, goes well mostly with curries and just beef stews and chicken stews. And tea masala, of course, goes well with tea. Especially Kenyans, we really love tea masala. There's also chicken masala, there's githeri masala, there's beef masala. What it means is basically just a mix and a mixture of spices that have been blended together that go well with that particular dish. Any type of masala is really good to have in your kitchen because it really adds some amazing aroma and scent and flavor to that particular dish. Let's talk turmeric. Oh my gosh, look at that amazingly orange color, which also translates to your meals when you cook with it. Now, believe it or not, turmeric is actually peppery and bitter. As anyone who has ever put too much in their food and in their beans knows, I have done this, and I know sometimes if you put too much, the food comes out as bitter. But if you put just the right amount, it's going to go very, very well, especially if you're making any curries. Also, if you're just plain boiling rice, it gives your rice obviously a very nice color. and then very nice taste and aroma. Also add your beans, your lentils, your chicken, your fish, great for marinating. It's just a spice that you have to have in your kitchen. Cardamom, look at that. Now cardamom is actually sweet. Yes, I know if you've bitten into one in your food, you didn't think it was very sweet, but the thing is, it's not supposed to be chewed. I'm sure we all know this, but it adds a very sweet taste and aroma to your meals. Great for when you're making pilau, great for chicken, lentils, pork, curries, any sort of curries. It works very well. And if you mix it with cinnamon and ginger and cumin, you are good to go. Now, the secret with cardamom is once you finish cooking, if you can't, take them out. If you can't, then teach your guests and your children, especially, not to bite into them, but to remove them from the food. Because my kids have had that experience and it didn't taste very nice. But now they've learned when you find one in your food, you don't chew on it. But it leaves your food smelling really well. Roast it in your, rather fry it. Once you fried your onions, put it in and fry for like 30 seconds and the aroma will just shock you. Let's talk black pepper. If you don't have black pepper in your kitchen, please pause this video and go and get one now, because it adds amazing flavor and spice to any dish you will ever make. Whether it comes to meats, fish, vegetables, even such simple things as just scrambled eggs, it's really, really good. And also if you're doing any sort of dressing, salad dressings, especially I love to add it in my coleslaw. It's really nice. Now, if you have kids, sometimes it's hard to just ease them into the pepper game. So black pepper is a nice way to ease them into getting used to taking peppers and chilies, which we have started using for our dishes. If you've watched any of our batch cooking videos, then you'll see that we've started using black pepper. And I'm going to link one here just so you can see how I use most of these spices. But black pepper is a must in any kitchen. So the next thing we're going to do is so simple you won't even believe it. So take some salt and drizzle over the chicken. Of course, you know, you guys, I have like quadrupled ×2 this recipe because our family is also quadrupled. Put some black pepper. Let me show you. Put some black pepper right there. Our kids are slowly getting used to, what do you call it, to chili, or black pepper rather. We don't use chili yet, so they won't mind that. And I know I'm going to sneeze. And now I'm just going to mix it up and then drizzle some oil, all right? This is curry powder. All right, now when I was doing my research, I actually found out that curry powder is actually a British invention. I always thought it is an Indian invention, but actually the British invented it, sort of like their own garam masala. It's a blend of spices, just like garam masala, only it has more of turmeric than any other spice. It's used mostly in soups, sauces, marinades, and any sort of dish that you'll be making that needs that curry effect, like if you're making like lentils or beans or beef curry, chicken curry, this would be really nice. Now, the amazing and interesting thing is that it is not used in authentic Indian cooking, because as I said, it's not an Indian spice. But we all think it's Indian spice because we know a lot about Indian curries. But in authentic Indian cooking, we don't use curry powder, but you can use it however you want. It's a nice addition to have in your kitchen. Red chili flakes. Look at that. Now, this is, for me, it's up the scale right from black pepper, because it adds a little heat to the food, but not too much, like the ground chili. So it's amazing when you're making any dishes that you want to add a little heat, but not too much. And also, if you don't want to cook the whole meal with it, especially if you have kids, then you can just put it on the table and people will add. It can be added even after the food has been cooked, and it is amazing because it's going to add that little bit of heat without it being too much, because you know it's in big chunks, so it won't get too much mixed into the food. Those are my top 10 spices that any serious home cook needs to have in their pantry and how to use them. Let me know which one you think I have missed, or let me know which one you have never used in your kitchen and you'd like to try. Also remember to check out that batch cooking video to see how I have used them, and also the top 10 herbs that you also need to have in your kitchen to take your cooking to the next level. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.